Yo, drop a like on this video right now, or the next time you play Park in NBA 2K20, you're gonna get your ankle snatched like my man's right here. I wouldn't risk it. What's going on, YouTube? Big Choc in the building, and you guys already know I'm coming at you with another banger video. You guys know how we get down. Now look, in today's video, as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be teaching you the best rep method in NBA 2K20. Now, for those of you guys who didn't know, I was the first legend in NBA 2K20 on both consoles, guys, Xbox and PS4. I hit legend in 1 month, and today I'm going to be giving you guys everything you need to know so you can hit legend before NBA 2K21 comes out. Don't want to waste any more time. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay up to date with what's going on. And without further ado, let's get right into this video, man. Now look, one of the most important things to recognize right away is that your build is seriously super important for you to maximize how much rep you're getting per game. So I'm going to quickly speed build the two builds that give you the most rep per game, which is the Playmaker build and the Slasher and Interior Force build. Now these secrets and methods and everything will still work for you no matter what build you have, but if you want to get the maximum amount of XP per game, you need to make one of these two builds. So this current build that you're seeing is the pure Playmaker build. Now this is the build that I use the majority of the rep race. If you guys are an OG of the channel, give me an OG in the comment section. If you guys are an OG, you know the build that I was running, and listen, this is actually a very viable build. Don't get it twisted, you could actually use this build competitively. But by selecting that pure playmaking pie chart, it's going to maximize the amount of points that you're getting for assists, and assists give you the most points for guards. For those of you watching this video that aren't guards, do not worry, guys. This is the build that you're going to want to make that's going to give you the second highest amount of rep possible. That way you and your teammate can get the most rep. This build right here is going to give you the most rep for a non-point guard build. As I said before, it doesn't really matter how you build it. I just want to give you guys a template. That way you guys can make the build just like this. If you haven't already made one of these, but you need to have an interior finisher and a slasher or a playmaker if you're going to maximize your amount of rep. Now, as soon as I'm done speed building this, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do to get the most possible rep each and every single game. But see, now it's time to get into the nitty and the gritty and explain how you're going to wrap up at an exceptional speed. You see, knowledge is power, and since I've done all the research for you, all you have to do is sit back, relax, and have an open mind, and I promise you guys you'll be repping up fast in no time. So the way the rep system works is you get different point values for the types of plays that you're doing. So I want to first talk about playmaking, okay? As you guys can see right here, I have a tiered list that is based on the amount of XP you get per assist. So as it states, alley-oops give you the most amount of XP and flashies are right behind it. These are the main two types of assists that you need to be focusing on. The other two assists that you'll get points for are attack and pick and roll and regular assists, but you don't really want to do those. You want to make sure that you're doing the alley-oop and flashy assists. Now right here is the slashing tier, and kind of like how I said with playmaking that you want to focus on the main two, for slashing you want to focus on alley-oop dunks and contact dunks, okay? Euro and floater are the other two that will give you a decent amount of points, but you want to focus on the main two for both of the categories. So keep in mind, my teammate that I'm playing with in this gameplay is a 75 overall, so if I can do it with a 75 overall teammate, you guys can too. So I'm going to be breaking down two gameplays, that way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing to get my teammates involved and get these alley-oops all for the both of us. It's key for you and your teammate to understand these concepts, obviously, because you both want to get the maximum amount of rep possible, so you're repping up as fast as possible in the least amount of time as possible. So pay close attention to these next two possessions right here. As you guys can see, I go and position myself on my teammate's defender's shoulder. That way I can push him out of the way and he has a tougher task when it comes to stopping the alley-oop. Same situation right here. As you guys can see, I'm going to run up and literally try to position myself exactly on his side. That way I can run into him and make him take a longer route to try to get away from me so we can get that lob pass off. So ideally you want to throw 5 lobs per game. That is the maximum amount that 2K will give you credit for. One of the biggest mistakes people who are grinding rep make is they throw lobs the entire game, and I'm telling you guys, you significantly limit your point values if that's what you're doing. As you guys could see, I got my 5 alley-oop assists, and after that I'm looking to get as many flashy assists as possible. So I'm going to flashy the ball to my teammate and let him go score in whatever fashion he wants to. It doesn't matter how he gets it done, as long as I'm getting my flashy assist, I'm valid. And once you get your 5 lobs, that's where you want to look at the other tiers and start doing other stuff like attack assists, flashy assists, pick and roll assists, and all that. But after 5, I'm telling you, make sure you lock in and focus on getting those flashies. For the slasher, it's very important that once he gets his 5 alley-oop dunks, he starts focusing on the other finishing tiers. The contact dunks, the euro steps, the floaters. You want to make sure that you mix all that into your game, so once the alley-oops are done, you're still maximizing the amount of rep you can possibly get per game. And that's why that tiered list is so important, because like I said, once you throw 5 alley-oops and once you catch 5 alley-oops, 2K is not going to give you any more XP than that. So rather than waste time and throw 6 more alley-oops that you won't get credit for, you should be euro stepping, contact dunking, flashy passing. I'm telling you guys, it might not seem like it adds up, but I'm telling you, over time it adds up to so much more XP. And listen guys, I'm what they call the rep guru, alright? I was the first legend this year. I was the fastest legend of all time, okay? If anybody knows this rep system inside and out, it's me, guys. I'm telling you right now. I got this rep thing down to a T, so trust and believe me. If you're following these steps, you're in the right hands. You're going to be repping up so much faster. But the last thing that I want to touch on in this video is when you should be situationally running these plays that I've been showing you. So the first situation is situation A, and this is when the slasher is taking the ball out. What you're going to do is you're going to want to pin his opponent and run him out of the way. As you guys see right here, I get on my teammate's defender's shoulder and I push him out of the way so he cannot contest the alley-oop. Same situation right here. I don't even get a lot of contact, but I get a little nudge that moves my opponent out of the way and allows us to make this alley-oop connection and get that alley-oop on the board. Situation B is when the playmaker inbounds the ball. So in this situation, what you're going to do is you're going to get the inbound and you're literally just going to attempt to flashy it to your teammate and allow him to get busy. Your slasher should understand that since you're not throwing lobs, he needs to mix up what he's doing in order for him to get the most rep possible. But if you're the point guard, it doesn't really matter what he does. And that, my friends, is the end of today's video. But listen, I have a lot of explaining to do, okay? Last thing before I get into the video, guys, I just wanted to apologize for missing out on my streams this week. For those of you guys who have not been keeping up with me, I had my professional NBA 2K League debut, and I've had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, which is why I was unable to get these streams off. But I promise you guys, we will not miss any more days. We will not miss any more days. We will not miss any more days. So look guys, I definitely welched, and it was 100% not my intention and not my fault. As you guys know, in New York City, there's tons of protests and riots and stuff going on, and there is a citywide curfew that's been in effect that limited me and didn't allow me to be able to stream this week. But I promise you guys, this coming Tuesday and Thursday, if there is no curfew, I will be streaming for you guys live. The good news is, guys, I was nominated for Player of the Week in the NBA 2K League. So if you haven't already voted for me on Twitter, be sure to go drop a vote for your boy. I'm trying to win Player of the Week in my inaugural week. And yeah, guys, that is the conclusion of today's video, guys. As always, Be sure to follow me on Instagram at J35H. If you like all my pictures, I'll be sure to take the time and like all yours back. Also follow me on Twitter at Choc to stay up to date with what I got going on, and I got some banger tweets as well. As always, it's your boy Choc, and I'm out. Peace.